Yeah, welcome at the Calf Empire. Yeah. Today, I want to talk about the most important topic on how humanity have lost their divinity from God. That is what we want to focus on today. And you already know as a culture, as the way we do, I have put it on my CA document. If you want to know more about CIA documents, then you have to go and study the gateway processes on what how these things were made, the one who invented the CIA document, what knowledge did he use for him to manage and reach up to this part. So I have getting an article from Hinduism.stageexchange.com, and the title is what did the humans do that Brahma took away their divinity? Remember, in Hinduism, the Brahma is the one who is called God. He is the creator of everything. So at the beginning, there was Brahma. So this topic now is about how did Brahma, how that have humanity lose their divinity. So it's a traditional Hindu legend where the treasure lies. So according to an old Hindu legend, there was once a time when all human beings were gods. You see, like at first all human beings were gods, and to look at this when it comes to existence and the creation of everything, what existed we say is nothingness, and the nothingness is what gives rise to all matter, including everything that is we can perceive and experience here on earth. So all that existed then erodes that nothingness, and nothingness what gives rise to everything we are experiencing right now. But they so abused their divinity that Brahma, the chief god, decided to take it away from them and hide it in a place where it could never be found. So it's like after the creation, now uh, humanity they were divine. Now they abused their divinity, like they abused the light in them, what it was created in the at first. Like the way we say in the Big Bang, first there was only nothingness, mathematical information, and mathematical information due to through a transform is what give life to matter, including these bodies. So it means in the beginning, all that existed was bodies with the light with it, the body were divine, just like a child who have been born. Is every child is divine. Now the way now we grow, actualize now, actual learning and actualizing. That's how majority we abuse what was there for us in the beginning. In the end of abusing, then we end up losing our divinity away. So at the beginning, he hid it somewhere else that no one else could find. So let's bury it deep in the earth, said the gods. Like they should hide the divinity in the on right here on earth, said the god, like the Brahma. They agreed on that. And Ibrahim answered, no, that we will not do, because human will dig into the earth and find it. You see? So, like the way when it was created, the divinity, the kingdom, they say, let's bury it on the earth. So They say, no, humans will dig and find it. That is to say, human will look into the earth. Like you can see the geologists, they have discovered everything about how the earth is from core up to the Lenosphere, and how everything is made up of the layers, everything. They know what exists beneath. But all that is from Cesare observation. It's not the truth. That's why it's hard for them to discover what is fundamental, what created the main mantle, what created how gravitation force was created. It becomes hard for them to explain because all they use were Cesare observation, and after the Cesare observation, that's when they apply reasoning to it. So it means you are not interpreting the reality because the reality is the way it is, and evolution is the way it is. Like the way that's why we are the one who is spreading the truth that at the beginning there was nothingness, and that nothingness was God, and it was God who gave life to everything that exists up to today. Now it's for us to discover it and realize where we are and why we are here and where we are going. So Ibrahim had no dig into the and find it. Then the God said, what about the highest mountain top out in the furthest corner of the earth? What about the no, let's we hide the kingdom now on the topmost mountain of the earth. Others said that. Then the Ibrahim, God of himself, replied, no, that will not do either. You see? If they hide it on top mountain, it will still not be found. Do it because they will eventually climb every mountain, scale every peak, search every hidden cave, and once again find and take up their divinity. So it's if they was supposed to be hidden, somewhere still more that is somewhere that they should search for using their naked eyes that is workable. Brahima was still not convinced with this, still said no, it should not be that place, like the time when everything was being created. So you can say if Brahima was there, but it was someone lighting the the Hindu, it means all these were the archetypes. He was battling for his internal mental abilities of what he was thinking the kingdom might be. He was by himself thinking, what if I just think it's in the on earth? It was by as time goes, there will be technologies. They will still humans will still find it. They will still discover everything that is down there, and they are going to still not to find the way I am inside. That's why on the topmost mountain, he when his mental abilities visualizing, he was still being able having the doubt that they will still find it. That's why they was calling it. They will still find it. So that's why in the end, the statement, what he was like, he just said, "Let me just uh, let me finish the the article first. Then you will know where the kingdom, the divinity was hidden." Then Brahima was quiet for a time. He thought long and deep. Finally, he looked up at the rest of the gods, like when there was that creation, rest of the god, knowing a wink in his eyes. he looked up on the list of the gods like the ones that were also there. So it might be the ones who he was competing with, the ones who was the ones who also had knowledge by then. If it was him who was lighting this, it means he was also looking at how others are doing their thing. So with a knowing ink in his eye, it means he discovered that everywhere that everyone is going to search by Caesar observation, he's not going to discover it because he know who he was, all the abilities he had, all the mental abilities he was having. Then that's why he had a knowing wink in his eyes, that eye of reason. So here is what we shall do. That he said, now giving his response. When after denying to everything that everyone was saying in the mountain, he said no. In the deep down on earth, he said no. They also mentioned that inside the ocean, he still said no. Then where should it, then his response was, here's what we should do. He said, we will hide their divinity deep down in one place. They will surely never look. The very center of their own being. You see? So it's, the divinity was hidden at the center of their own being. So where is the center of every humanity being is the within. It's the same as he it was hidden within. That's why all this all it might be all 200 years, 500 years ago, people were still looking outside using Caesar interpretation, forgetting on looking within for them to find the kingdom. If they just chose the decision to look within, to learn what is within, then they would have eventually found the kingdom. That is what Brahima did. He hid that is God of him thing. He hid the divinity inside their own being, the humanity's being. So that's why we say always focus on looking within, discover who you are. Then first you have to discover, understand how your avatar is made of. So for you to do that, you have to learn biology, chemistry. It has to be in your head. There are no knowledge of what the biochemistry and how knowledge of biochemistry, how the metabolism happens inside your body. You also need to have that knowledge of the biology, how your avatar is made up of. Then you now need to have that now understanding of mathematics. Now mathematics is now the fundamental, it's the building block of existence, it's the building block of your of God's creation at the beginning. Once you understand the creation of God, the reason, putting reason to everything, then you are up for your kingdom. That is what you, so it's all about you looking within. That's why if you look outside, you are just throwing yourself in the process of losing your own divinity. But we are not saying we will disregard all the sexual because we still need to do investigation in some of things. But if you know who you are, then the hypothesis, when you are doing your scientific study or your scientific investigation, then the hypothesis you might make, it might be the best hypothesis because it will be based from rational thought of reason of what of when the probability you might have, the chances of it to be a half are going to be high, all this than the chances of failing. Yeah, that is that we wanted to talk about today on what Brahima do to make humanity lose their divinity. So it's all about you looking within. Once you do that, then you are going to find the kingdom. If you look outside, then it's still going to be hard for you to find the kingdom of the divinity, your own, to find your own divinity. That is that for today. See you in another stream. Bye.